Hello, users, and welcome to another episodic installation of Above It All. This is the series in where I make fun of stupid ass motherfuckers like Jimothy Dore. Okay, so I don't know if I've ever made a Jimmy Dore video before. I've mentioned several times that I don't like this guy, and every time I do, I get these people in my comment section that are like, ugh, Jimmy Dore is like, he's the spirit of the left. We all have to, and sometimes I get people that like link me things. It's like, I agree with you kind of, but I'm more like a sympathetic with the Jimmy Dore idea. And it's like, and then they link me this video of him saying something completely irrational and stupid. I feel like Jimmy Dore is I feel like Jimmy Dore is astroturfing. And I say this because this is a guy who does no research whatsoever when planning his show. Basically, to my understanding, right, he has like a bunch of people that give him stories. He doesn't read the stories. He doesn't prep. He doesn't know anything. He has no real basis of knowledge. And then he just says really stupid shit. Like, for example, one of the moments where it kind of clicked into my brain was where Jimmy Dore was talking about how Lava Jato, the team, the car wash team in Brazil, who put these fake charges on the former president, he was talking about how, like, oh, the Lava Jato team is so brave for taking down a corrupt president, because he knew nothing about Brazil's history. He knew nothing about the impeachment. He knew nothing about the 2018 election. He knew nothing about Lula's presidency. And he just said shit like, oh, well, a president's going to jail, therefore it must be good. And it's like one of these, like, really, and even though it led to, like, fascism, literal fascism, like some guy connected to death squads and militias, directly connected to somebody who's, like, responsible for murdering lesbian activists, right? Like, that's fine, because, oh, a president's in jail, so therefore, Jimothy Dore must be like, oh, all the presidents are evil or some shit, because this guy is stupid. This guy has no basis in knowledge, and he speaks before he thinks. Now, I've said this before, I'm not the smartest motherfucker on planet Earth, but I will tell you, if I do not have a good basis of knowledge for something, I will tell you, I may not be an expert on this. I'm trying to signal boost it, but I'm also not an expert, and to go find other sources for this that aren't me because I'm not good at this. But, like, I've never seen Jimothy Dore have this kind of self-awareness to him, because he always hides behind oh, I'm a comedian. Everything I say is in character. And it's like, that doesn't really mean anything. Like it doesn't really mean anything. So we have this really mind-numbingly stupid fucking video that I saw rolling around Twitter, and Jimmy Dore is literally parroting Trump administration talking points, and it's bizarre. And like, I really just can't fathom the Jimmy Dore fan. Like, I get it, he's angry. Well, guess what? I'm angry. Follow me. I'm angry, and I'm not a fucking self-absorbed jackass who's, like, completely and solely egotistical, and that's their only fucking reason for being on YouTube. Like, if someone ever says that they like Jimmy Dore, link them my videos. I'm like Jimmy Dore, except I'm way better, I'm way smarter, and I'm hot as fuck. So with that being said, let's play this video.
I don't know how you are all feeling. I am ready to go out and get this virus and get back to life. I was just saying before we started that it depends on what the death rate is. If the death rate's under 1%, I think we're overreacting. But I don't know what the real death rate is. And so there's a lot of people making a point, and I think it's a good argument. I think it's worthy of debate, that if the pain and suffering, meaning death, which would be created by an economic depression, which we're creating, that will cause pain and death. So the
argument here is we are going to be in a depression due to the lockdowns, which is not inherently true. And this is the thing here. The obvious answer is the Trump administration and the controlled opposition party of Nancy Pelosi and Chuck Schumer. They're the ones destroying the economy. The lockdown preventing the virus is not destroying the economy, right? Like, this is the richest nation in the history of humankind. Like, if Jeff Bezos just paid like a 1% tax, like, it's like, all right, Jeff Bezos, just give me 1% of your net worth, then everything would be fine. This is one of those things where, again, I thought Jimothy Dore was some sort of like, ooh, he's anti-corporation, he's anti-establishment, yet he's parroting Trump administration talking points, and then saying, oh, I'm ready to go out and get this virus. Like, again, you can be funny without telling people it's okay to go out and get themselves killed and then kill their family members. And again, you can be funny and you can do satire pieces, but to my understanding, this is not a satire piece. Now, I don't watch this podcast he's on. I think it's the Rolling Stone podcast with like Matt Taibbi and someone else. I forget who the lady is at the bottom. My apologies, but please let me know if you do know. I've never listened to this podcast. I do know Matt Taibbi a little bit. He seems, I'm not sure where I stand on this guy, but I don't follow him or whatever. And so this is a bizarre thing because, like, again, these podcast hosts in this context, again, the clip cuts off in about 30 more seconds, but they're not really pushing back right here. And I don't know, like, maybe it's just like you don't want to butt into the conversation, just let the guy speak, and I'm missing context, and that's totally possible. But either way, Jimothy Dore here is a complete fucking lunatic. Like, he's blaming he's blaming virus prevention mechanisms for the crash in the economic depression, as if a depression wasn't coming and looming for like at least 3 or 4 years. Like, ever since Trump was elected, we've known that the stock market was a bubble. I've heard Jimothy Dore in fucking 2017 and 18 and 19 talk about, oh, there's going to be a depression soon. And now all of a sudden, the depression is not because of anything else, but it's because of the lockdown, and therefore we should lift restrictions. It's bizarre. It's bizarre shit right there. And again, if he, like, after this clip says, oh, I guess I'm a fucking idiot, or everything I just said was satire, then maybe, like, I'll retract my words here. But unless someone links me to that, this shit is just batshit. So let's go with the second half.
Pain and death caused by the economic devastation and depression that's coming that may never leave, if that is greater than the pain and suffering caused by the virus, then we're not making a rational choice. Right. But we need to get the right data. So you keep getting people are some people say they're underreporting.
Many people are saying there's very much good information out there. Many people are telling me I'm taking hydroxychloroquine. Many people tell me, I have many people tell me. They tell me this, they say hydroxy, it's good for you. It prevents the disease. And then I have many other people tell me, I've got multiple scientists. All the scientists are saying, believe me. This is the thing. Jimmy Dore is literally, and I say this with no hint of like, oh, well, it's not actually literal. No, he is literally doing the Trump thing. He's like, well, some people are saying this, some people are saying that, I don't know what's going on. Some people are saying that there's racism endemic in our society. Some people are saying that there's no such thing as racism. Well, I mean, I guess the jury's still out on that one. I don't know what the scoop is. You know, like it's seriously demented bullshit. Like, and maybe I should just do this. Maybe I should dedicate more of my time on the show to taking down these, like, leftists, these so-called leftists who people, like, get addicted to, and then they just get sent down this bizarre pathway where you just start, like these, like, again, this is someone who claims to be, like, a hardcore radical, and yet they're doing the Trump thing. Many people, I got many people, very much good information indeed. Many people are telling me this disease is a hoax. The Democrats made it up. Many people are saying, I've got these people in the saying, and because they're saying, the jury, I don't know, and, you know, it could be anything. Hydroxychloroquine, if it were bad, people would tell me although it's bad, but I got many people are telling me it's great. Believe me, it's wonderful. It's tremendous. Believe me. It's just, oh my God, what a fucking moron.
You keep getting people are some people say they're underreporting the deaths, and then you hear they're overreporting the deaths. They're telling doctors in the hospitals to overreport. Doesn't matter. And then they're saying, well, people are being buried and you don't know.
And then listen to this language. Now, this is something that I focus on a lot when listening to people, is they use this language. Okay, so many people are saying that diverts, like, oh, I'm not saying this. No. These aren't my opinions. These are the opinions of the ethereal many people. Like, ooh, the many people. Not, oh, you know, I heard this from Anthony Fauci, or I heard this from Steve Bannon, or I heard this from Bill Barr. No, not that. Not, like, actually directly stating the source of which you get this information, but, ooh, it's some people. Many people are saying this. Oh, it's not me. No, it's not. I'm not saying something that's batshit crazy. No. It's many people. It's not me. No, no, no. It's many people. It's some people. It's totally not me. I'm saying what they're saying, and I'm not refuting it whatsoever, and I'm actually using that to prevent this both, or to, postulate this both sides argument for a deadly virus, but I'm not. No. It's not me. It's just some people. Ooh, there's just some people out there that believe this. So therefore, it must be kind of true, right? I mean, there's some people that believe the earth is flat, and then there's some people that believe the earth is a globe and we're part of the universe. Let's just meet in the middle. I don't know. It's just really hard to figure this one out. It's not like we have science and data tracking the actual, death rate of the disease in other countries. It's not like we have, actual data on how this virus interacts with the respiratory system. No way! No. It's just some people are saying this, I mean, if the earth is flat according to this guy and the earth is a globe according to this guy, maybe we can meet in the middle. Maybe it's a cube. How about that? Believe me, many people are saying it's just ridiculous. But anyway, back to the language analysis. So he does this thing where he bounces it off. It's not me saying this, it's some people. Yes. And then listen.
They're telling doctors.
And then it's they, the mysterious they. And this is the thing. You can say they if they is identified. They is not identified here. Who is they? Is it Cuomo's telling New York doctors to overcount it? Is it Trump is telling people to overcount it? Is it a random doctor in a random hospital? Who is they, Jimmy Dore? Who is they?
Data. So you keep getting, people are under.
It's you keep getting. It's not we keep getting. It's you keep getting. Again, this is all like mind-bending language here. And maybe this is a little bit too much. But again, this is the thing that people like this do. When they don't know what they're talking about, they use this language to try to divert the blame and try to quantify or qualify what they're saying, right? So it's that way, if Jimmy decides to respond to my video or respond to this criticism from another person, he can say, I didn't say that. No, it wasn't me. It was some people. It was they. It was them. And so listen to this carefully.
Some people say they're underreporting the deaths, and then you hear they're overreporting the deaths. They're telling.
Not we here. It's then you here. Again, it's trying to make it look like this is more valid. Because it's like, if I hear this, right, if I say I'm hearing this, right, then it's something that's solely on me. If someone says we are hearing this, it's like, okay, well, that's just everybody. It's just out in the zeitgeist. If he says you are hearing this, then it makes your brain think, oh, well, I'm hearing this. Therefore, it must have some sort of substance. I'm hearing this. Jimmy's saying this as well. It's kind of in the zeitgeist. I'm thinking about it makes you think about it. It's like this is again this kind of language that people like Jimothy use is just bizarre, and it's again trying to divert all attention away from him and trying to make you think about how this might be true. Some people are saying,
and you hear they're overreporting the deaths. They're telling doctors in the hospital.
I still don't know who they is.
To overreport doesn't matter, and then they're saying, well, people are being buried.
And again, he's saying they and there when describing 15 different kind of ethereal people. There's no actual person or source mentioned here. It's just, some people, they,
then
them.
We don't know if they died from it.
Right. And they don't know. Who's they? Who's they here? Again, it's one of those things where if you respect this guy in any capacity, I'm sorry, you got duped. This guy's just not that bright. If you want to see someone who's like, I'm edgy. Oh, look at me. I get angry on webcam. Just subscribe to my channel. I'm way better. I'm literally, and I say this with complete sincerity, a significantly better YouTube persona than Jimothy motherfucking Dore. And again, I say this with complete sincerity. It's just wow. And it's just one of those things where, again, if someone says something stupid in the past, and then it's like, damn, I really fucked up. I gotta, relearn how I do things. I gotta get better. I gotta fucking do better. I gotta make my show better. I gotta look for more information. I gotta get more sources. I gotta improve my show. Jimmy doesn't do that. Jimothy just, every once in a while, he has these weird fucking videos that I see on my Twitter feed, and it's like, what the fuck is this guy going on? And that's the thing. You have to look for a consistent pattern. Because there's a lot of people out there that say stupid shit, they make a lot of mistakes, and then they're like, damn, I need to reorient what I'm doing. I need to issue a correction, and then they do, and then it's like, okay, well, this person's trying to be a better person. let's give them room to grow. And then there's Jimothy motherfucking Dore, who just says the dumbest shit, and then he continues to say the dumbest shit. He doesn't apologize for it, and then he tries to like backtrack. Oh, I didn't say that. Some people are saying that. Oh, I was just, and it's mind blowing how stupid this guy is. Like again, I really don't like. If you're watching this video and you like Jimmy Dore, tell me why. Like, what the fuck? Like, what is what do you find? Like, unless it's one of those things where it's like you aren't susceptible to his like brainwashing and stupidity, and you just want to watch someone be an idiot. But it's like one of those things where just subscribe to me instead. Like, I'm way funnier, right? Like, I'm way smarter, and I'm also hot as fuck. Like, look at Jimmy Dore. He looks like a fucking ghoul. Like, look at that. Like, look at that.
Relief.
Look at this. Like, look at this person.
If
Like, look. Ugh. Oh my god. Like, serious. Thank you for watching. You have a great day. Subscribe, share the video, like the video, and click on one of these videos too, because I make other ones. There's a lot more. So go check those out. I know you're looking at them and you're like, what the fuck? No, click those videos right now before the video's up. The video's about to end. Hurry!